every time when really successful people tell me that they are actually not really happy, that they actually try to find themselves, that they want to go deep, but they don't find answers, it almost breaks my heart. Why? Because I feel what is missing. I feel the missing piece. So listen, those very successful people, entrepreneurs, investors, or whatever they did until now, they actually made transactional success. You know what I mean? So they did the things, they had big ideas, they had probably or obviously very genius ideas. They made it to a success, but they realized it's not a fulfilling thing. And the crazy part is, in the first decades, we often don't realize it, right? We just literally chase the next thing again because we have subconsciously this idea that we actually just need more, or also the other, to fulfill also the other idea, and then we feel the thing, right? And when life happens in the same time, which is probably we get married, we get children, a dog or several dogs, or whatever we fulfill as material desires, and get a distraction from those sides of drama, let's say drama, because yes, it's always an up and down, right? And also in the business, we are really busy because we have to find solutions for whatever is coming in our way. We are literally not realizing what is really the point for us. We are literally distracted and always doing and creating solutions. And what I found, and I mean, I'm over 50 now, what I found in the first decades when I created my self employment and entrepreneurships, that I actually loved to be the solution bringer. I was, looking back, I was literally like in addiction. I was literally enjoying chasing the things and creating the solutions. And the older I got, actually, I created also these systems, right? So that's why I'm really strong um, and clear in this team member engaging and creating not only automation in a digital part but also in an energetical part. I really love that parts. I really love to create systems which are in a self-controlling way and which actually activate their own genius, so that I am not depending on them and they are not depending on me. And that's actually the solution which obviously all these successful people also create, because that's how they build all the businesses working for them and not the other way around, or even had one or several exits already. But still, there is this missing piece, which is as soon as it get quiet around us, we still are not happy. We still literally realize, I can now feed this addiction again and again, but again, I'm not going deep. I'm not really facing my truth. And that's what is so, for many of those people, it's a contradiction, but it's actually not. So when they go and they try to find themselves, and they think it's working with the same tools and ways and behaviors like in the past life when they were and created the success. They find that's actually very frustrating because it's not working like that. The, the longer they are literally thinking and want to process solutions like always, they create actually more frustration and sleepless nights, and it gets a compound effect. The more people are also mirroring, I don't know what you have, why do you behave like that, you should be happy, you should be grateful, you should be blah blah blah, you should not that, you should this. And with the time we separate ourselves from others because we don't feel understood, right? And that's actually normal. That's a normal human behavior. But I see those people are not on their own place. They are not what I call at home in their center, even if many of them often already practice meditation and or contemplation, things like Tai Chi or whatever. They are not at home, right? In their center and connected through the silver cord to a clear awareness to their soul. And I just believe that we, as an enlightened and immortal soul, are here having a human experience. And I just attract those successful entrepreneurs who went for decades through all their creations and created this success and want to build again something successful, but not just in a transactional way. And as soon as we allow ourselves actually to go deeper here from our center and not from ideas of others, or even, and I mean, especially when it's coming from the people very close to us, right? They just love us, and they have ideas and feel us and sense us, and it's often not untrue, right? But it's not our truth. So you have just to learn to come in your center and to connect to your soul and to create an habit to talk to your soul. It's actually you, right? Just to have this connection to your truth, to your clear essence, to your own being. And then you will realize, oh my God, that's me. It's making me happy. It's making me content, deeply content. It's making me fulfilled. It's creating this smile on my face. It's creating this bliss in my eyes without words. It's just me being and living and being in my place, right? At home, in your home. And to create that, it's actually very, very easy. But often we just ask the wrong people, or don't realize that we still behave with the old transactional ways. But as soon as we realize, okay, I cannot create something new with old tools, then we get open for new ways and new tools. And often tell my clients, they tell me, I went for years a spiritual path, a path of personal development. I am very interested, and I'm doing very well with mindset work and manifestation perhaps as well. And still they are not on their place at home. And it's just like sometimes just a centimeter away. We can be here, sitting here and literally meditate, but not being at home. It's about truly connect to Mother Earth and to breathe and to feel and perceive your body, because our body as this vehicle on this Mother Earth, right? I mean, on this Earth, on this planet Earth, it's the vehicle of our soul. So it's a very, very important instrument also for our resonance. So listen to your body, it guides you. But also listen to your mind, but don't believe your mind. Don't believe your sentences. Whatever your mind is telling you, it's not you. As soon as you realize you are not your mind and your thoughts and your body, you are not your experiences, nothing. You are this immortal soul, enlightened already. It's not about enlightening, by the way. We are not here for that. We are here for a human experience and to create all these faults and all these experiences up and downs, because then we feel and we sense and we perceive and we experience with this body. And as soon as you literally realize what your bestseller is, what you once wrote as a soul, to experience here in this your body with this environment as a child, as a teeny, as an adult, and all these different phases, as soon as you realize you actually live in your own bestseller, you get more and more on your place at home. So I recently downloaded these 6 rules for your own soul kingdom, because that's what I experience. As soon as we really ask for our true purpose and really just allow literally everything and not shut down with our brain, which is acting from the past behavior, right? When we just allow to go with our true purpose and this desire to actually know that and not to believe when it's telling us, oh, this is selfish or kind, childish, or it's not possible to create a business from that, or blah 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 blah. Just remember, it's not true. Follow your intuition, follow the kicking the asses from your soul, and sometimes it's just hurting. Sometimes you have to go through tons of sleepless nights, and you have to go through this experience that others are telling you, what's your problem? You are rich, you should be happy, you have literally everything. What's your problem? Right? So your problem and the answer of that is not outside, it's just inside here. And it's totally okay, and doesn't matter how long you need it to arrive here. But as soon as you actually allow yourself to unconditionally ask for your true purpose, you actually start to connect with your soul automatically. The more you talk to yourself, I always imagine the soul is above. I also perceive it here. And God is literally experience himself through our souls, right? So I'm not religious, but I'm believing in God. I believe in God. As soon as you actually start to act from there, and start to maintain this connection to your truth, immortal truth, which is your soul, then you realize that you more and more get this energy of, oh yes, yes, it's right, yes, here is my place, yes, this is what I want to be, this is what I want to feel and perceive. It's so inside, it's not outside. And it's, you can actually be wherever you want to be on this world. You always have this place inside with you. You can literally be in a cage, in a real cage, right? Literally. You can literally be in the desert and feel lost or really be lost. But you have it here. Wherever you are from the body and your environment, you have it always here. And the more you maintain to connect with your truth, your soul, you actually create this habit and it gets a new normal, a new habit, and even a ritual because you really enjoy it. And the more you do that consciously, the more it gets a ritual which you can take. So the six golden rules for creating your soul saga are very important because we just take now my terms, my language, right? The language from the kingdom. We go from the old land into the new land, which is the old economy, to the new economy. I built this bridge since years from the old economy to the new and had my clients to go over this bridge and to land not in a hard way in the new world, but just to get hosted with a warm energy and in a safe energy, and to learn the new rules in the new economy, which is actually very shortly said to go with a most modern company, AI, digitalization, but also with human uniqueness and energy work. And with that, it's a combination, and you will actually learn in my channel. Go back and grab all these videos about human and AI. I get that since years from spirit world, and I know I'm often many years ahead with these ideas, and it's literally like a trend I perceive years before it happens for the whole world. But this is what actually at the moment everyone is literally perceiving and realizing the world is changing, right? And obviously it has to do something with AI, but it has also something to do with you and your uniqueness. Because this is meant for us since thousands of years. It's also in the holy books and all the books, right? The big books. It's written there that it will happen one day. That the human being is developing so fast and getting better and better and inventing so many things to develop and to get modern and more modern and to create very prosperous cultures. Again, we had that already. You can literally study history. Hundreds and thousands years ago, we had several prosperous cultures already on this planet, and it comes back more than we have now on the whole planet. And it's meant for those who are in this humble on this humble path to to literally find themselves and to create from that place, from their home. And in my world, it's building your own kingdom from your true home, from inside, because your uniqueness is what matters for this world. And this is, imagine you are coming from this transactional success, you actually have it in you, how to create the business which is working for you, how to create active, passive, and passive income streams, and how to scale something, how to do exits if you want. But could be that you don't want with your soul business. And it doesn't matter, because you go the path with these business tools within you, which are literally possible for you to use them in your sleep, right? This is not something new, what you have to learn. What you have to learn now is really to stick with your truth from your home, and to learn to trust your soul's voice and to build from that. Also ask for next steps, your soul strategy, and just to build from your truth, which is so nourishing, which is so enlightening, no matter what, because our soul still wants the up and downs, it wants the experience still, right? But it's really a total other experience to build from that place. And that's why the first golden rule when you create your own soul saga is that you actually create from your true purpose, and that you stop to translate yourself, because this needs a while. We are so used to speak with other terms, with the language our loved ones actually know from us, right? So as soon as you tap in your truth, you realize you actually want to pronounce, to name the things in other way. Like when you listen to me, I talk from kingdoms and free archetypes, like the the sorceress, the warrior, and the queen and the king, and all the other stuff as well. I love to take these words of meaning, with a deep meaning, but without judgment, just aligned with the rules of nature and the universe. So as soon as you start to build from your truth, your center, your home, and use your language, get to know and ask for your language, ask your soul, right? Then it gets so fun. It's so funny. It makes so much. It makes a depth. It makes so much joy. It makes so much. I don't know how to tell that. It's just right. And then you start to speak your truth, and not only to think and feel and speak, but also to act according to your truth. And you probably think, but Chantal, I always did that. I always was me, and I knew what I want and my values and all the stuff. Yes, it's no contradiction, but it's the old world behind you. And now, when you are acting from your home, from your true alignment, there are new words, new rules, new values, more like you. Often I hear from my clients that they literally realize that there were so many taboos they maintained until yesterday. And now they feel called to talk about that and to relieve them, and to talk, write, and to create from that. It's literally everything has its sense. Often my clients tell me it was like puzzles falling on their true place, puzzle pieces, right? And the whole pictures is finally relieving and showing up. The second rule, there are 6 very important golden rules. And the second rules is that you create actually from your greatest wound, but this is your authority. There lies your true power. And when you tell me, but Chantal, I always had power, I always um, acted and created from my power. And I tell you, I don't talk from that past power. I believe you, and I know you worked very hard to create that and create also the trust of your people so that they followed you, right? But I speak from your truth, from that authority which relieves, reveals as soon as you're so on your place and speaking from that and thinking and feeling and acting from that, it's just another number. It's literally that your next chapter, your next true chapter, can now get energy. And when it was a former weakness, it's now your biggest, like a trampoline, right? And you go through that and you speak through that, and with every word you literally create this authority. And that being said, authority doesn't mean that you manipulate. We actually speak about that and chat about that a lot in the coach program, in the modules of level 3, because influencing people and manipulating people is not the same. We always influence each other without the meaning. It's just happening. You can actually observe that also in nature. It's not the same for a rose to create the flowers and all the things when they are in the neighborhood of tomatoes, or if there are only tomatoes around this rose, right? Or if they are only roses around this rose, it's not the same. So they influence each other just by being itself. This is the big difference to manipulating bank, because there is a clear goal, and often to the disadvantage of the others and the advantage of those people who are manipulating. So that's not authority. Authority is just to be you and to speak up with it. And because you have these entrepreneurial codes, which you already proved actually within you, you are meant to build a business from that. You are like literally called, you are actually in your duty to do that, because this will be the most fulfilling piece. But it's important that if you would have accidentally a lack mindset about creating from your skills or your purpose and creating money from that, you must go deep there, heal this and transform this lack mindset. The third golden rule is actually that you create a magnet. You attract only the soul people, your people. This is like a filter. The more you are true, the true you, the more it creates a qualification filter. Actually, we call it qualification in marketing, because you then attract those who are fascinated and loving. They love just your energy. They love to be with you no matter what, how long something takes. It doesn't matter. The fourth golden rule is that you create from characters. You create from ideas which are meant and aligned with your truth. Take my story with the kingdom and my words, my values, and all this that. I also got the archetypes. And one of my clients realized that she actually gave birth years ago to a card set with 12 goddesses, and every goddess had its own characters. And now she's realizing, oh my God, this is a part of my kingdom, my world, my saga. And this is helping her so much to help her clients, right, on the transformation from the pain to the solution. The fifth golden rule is that every call to action and every speaking out loud to work with you is an invitation. It's never transactional, it's never a chasing. It's just you are here, you're doing the thing no matter what, and you just invite, and that's it. Then you let it go again. Letting go is a very big topic on my channel, by the way. I got the introduction to that from Kurt Töpperwein. He was a guest 5 years ago here on my channel. I still have very successful shorts from him, but letting go gets a big resonance here. Just go back, and I speak a lot about that in my live stream challenge. It's very important. Create the invitation and then don't attach something on that. It's on their own. All the others have their own bestsellers and their own things and their own pace and their own whatever it is. Just trust that they do their thing, and when you are meant to go the path together for a while in your own saga, in your own kingdom, then it will happen. It's very nice, this one. The sixth is build systems, not dependencies. I'm really a big fan of independence, and especially the system independence. And it's happening as soon as you allow yourself to just build from your truth and your home, and not to think that the others have to follow and just adjust their kingdom, their bestseller to yours. This makes pain again. But to allow to everyone in your energy to come, that they also come in their center, and that they are also allowed to really live their own uniqueness, even if they are in your energy still, that's a big magic. And when you create the systems from you, which is actually very holy, very divine, all the structures, that's why SOPs are working so good, right? It's just going into the topic of automations, which is very, very nice. When we learn to work with that without to lose ourselves, right? So not meant, when we work as human beings with energetic automation, it's not meant that we get let from something outside, but that we create the steering and the leading center from our home, our truth, from our soul. And that's so magical. So if you actually want this PDF, I created a PDF with these 6 golden rules so that you don't forget it. You can get it in my soul calling portal. I just publish, I will publish in a few minutes the post with this golden rules. You can grab it there. The link to the soul calling portal is actually in the description of my channel. Go there, follow me if you don't do it yet, and you'll find the link. Come into my soul calling portal and claim the PDF there, the 6 rules, golden rules for your own soul saga there. It will be a pleasure to get to know you better. And if you just think I want to talk with her, I want to know more of concerning my next chapter and how this is working, just write me on WhatsApp. You get the link below the video and click on this My Soul Mission link, and you get the connection to my WhatsApp. write kingdom in the message, and then I know what we are talking about and we start this conversation. It would be a pleasure to see you there as well. And yes, thank you for being here. Until tomorrow. Bye.